What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have several quite interesting news. I will show you a very important update. I will show you another ally that might help us to spread the information, at least to spread this information to much wider audience. On top of that, I will show you two bombshells. In my previous video, I made a sneak peek on this bombshell, but not all of you understood what was written in the most recent report, a 10K amendment report that was filed by NextBridge. And on top of that, I will show you the details about these reports and a clear breakdown that was made by one of our community members. So, and before we dive deep into all of these, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now. And let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently, I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd. And let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images. And you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NEO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon. So, and let's begin today's video with this tweet that was written by Junk Savvy. Just 12 hours ago, she wrote this. John Stubbins, I'm now getting involved in this investigation, and I am now entering the MMTLP fray to investigate it and to find out where it leads. I am going to dig and probe and poke and embrace. I go on national television shows, on OAN, on Newsmax. I am all over the place. I am coming after you. Welcome to the MMTLP army, Mr. Stubbins. Thank you, Rob Carter, for welcoming Mr. Stubbins to the microphone. Mount up, we are not going away. And she refers to the tweet that was written by Squatch, and Squatch wrote just 14 hours ago. MMTLP army is getting stronger every day, and with the addition of John M. Stubbins' investigation, the guilty will be more exposed than ever. And guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Rob Carter because he's trying to push our case forward, and he found another ally that potentially might help us. To be honest, I didn't know, and well, I forgot basically who this person is, and I googled him, and let me show you that he's a famous actor. Definitely I know him. He is famous for several So he's known for Brooklyn Sonnet that was filmed in 2000, Surfed Cold, and Aiden 5. Guys, I have to admit that it is very good to see this type of allies on our side, because the more this type of people our community has, the more likely this information will be much more louder, and that might lead us to quite good results. So let me show you another set of tweets that were written and reposted by Junk Savvy. Junk Savvy reposted this tweet that was written by Curtis 17 hours ago, and Curtis refers to the tweet of Nicholas Ryan. Let me first of all quote you this tweet. MMTLP. The SEC somehow retrieved and redacted text messages from former Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler's phone after they were claimed to have been wiped. The incessant line and cover-up warrant subpoenas and public hearing. And guys, let me quote you the original tweet of Nicholas Raya, where he also added the FOIA request that he received on May the 5th of this year. So he wrote, FOIA dispels SEC timeline. Request submitted July 19, 2024, and release granted May 5, 2025 for the text messages ranging November 2022 through January 2023. SEC caught line again to investors. And yes, guys, you can see that this is a discrepancy in the letter that was published that was disclosed on May the 5th, and the dates that were mentioned in this letter itself. And this discrepancy leads us to the conclusion that SEC can make these answers basically in some kind of manual mode, where they decide whether this answer should be published or should not be published and should not be answered. And it is quite interesting because in general SEC should act as a mechanism that is staying in line with the strict rules of the FOIA letters of the releasing this FOIA information. And that is why, guys, I think it is another quite weak point of the line of defense of SEC. And this might be a point where the MMTLP community might strike. So let me show you the real bombshell that was published right after the Next Breach Hydrocarbons released their 10K report. I covered this in my previous video without any comments. I just told you that it is quite interesting statement, and let me quote this one more time. Certain holders of the shares of the Series A preferred stock of Meta caused such shares to trade on over-the-counter market under the symbol MMTLP. And guys, the holders of Series A preferred stock are well known. You can find it, you can do your homework and find these people in the SEC filings. And here we have a thread of this entire that is related to this screenshot, and it is quite interesting. Josephine wrote, the old platinum technique of cropping, and Ocelot responded to this. Read it for yourself. It was cropped because that was the only relevant sentences, and that's the entire context. Read it for yourself. And he added the part of the document, the part of the NBH 10K filing with this letter and with the context. And to be honest, guys, there is no other context. You cannot interpret this sentence rather than two holders of the Series A preferred stock caused the shares to trade on the over-the-counter market under the symbol MMTLP. You can find this letter right here at the end of the first paragraph, and there is no other context in this entire story. On top of that, let me show you further. Patrick asked, basically he wrote, certain holders of the shares of Series A preferred stock Meta caused such shares to trade on the OTC market under the symbol MMTLP. Mystery solved, but how would they know unless it is certain people they know, insiders? And Ocelot answered, good question. To me, it was always a given that it's an affiliate of the company or companies, but we shall see. And here you can see the comment of Aaron Cho. He wrote, "Wonder if the communications with the SEC around including that. I'm assuming NBH wouldn't include that unless it was required to. Prompted NBH decision that full transparency wasn't such a good thing. Perhaps actual names were mentioned in the communications." And it is quite interesting, guys. If this assumption is correct, if it is a reality, well, we have a lot of information. We have even more questions to the board of directors of NextBridge Hydrocarbons. On top of that, guys, let me show you another, well, the real bombshell of today's video. Trader Zero, the person, well, he is a well-known person who says that he knows a lot about the market mechanics. And to be honest, I believe him, well, I believe him, let's put it this way. And he made a very thorough explanation of the changes that were made in the most recent 10K amendment filing. And here is his tweet in details, guys. It will literally blow your mind, and you can prove his words by yourself by just reading and comparing these two documents. So, MMTLP, the pre-filing effort to convince you McCabe is a hero just went to zero with this 2023 10Ka drop. NBH 2023 amendment 10Ka forensic redline lock. Here is the key differences between the original 2023 10K and the amended 2023 10Ka for NextBridge Hydrocarbons. A TLDR on what was changed, explained, or reclassified under well-deserved SEC pressure. 1. Orogrande property accounting. NBH is officially a sunk cost shell. Original 10K 2023 treated Orogrande Basin costs largely as evaluated properties. Language downplayed impairment risks. Amendment 10Ka reclassified $53.7 million into unevaluated properties with no proved reserves booked. Added disclosure. Explicit statement that lease expirations or commodity price drops could force impairment. Impact. Delays recognition of losses, but formally admits Orogrande had no proved reserves. 2. Series A preferred MMTLP clarification. Original 10K brief description of the Series A preferred spin mechanics, minimal reference to trading. Amendment 10K expanded disclosure that says the Series A preferred shares started trading on the OTC as MMTLP by shareholders of MMATQ. Said FINRA halted trading on December 9th of 2022 with no qualifying statement that NBH disagrees with the decision or plans future action. States clearly that NBH common stock is not and will not be listed or traded on any exchange or OTC market. In fact, the SEC mandated language shuts down any hope from the community that NBH may eventually trade, locks in the illiquidity trap forever, opens door for lending brokers to unwind short positions to zero and clear obligations. 3. Risk factors, shareholder liquidity. Original 10K contained standard risk factors but phrased generically. Amendment 10Ka, much stronger language added. Shareholders may be unable to sell NBH stock at any time. NBH is dependent on related party financing, McCabe loans. Lack of trading market significantly limits liquidity and valuation. Impact acknowledges directly that NBH equity is effectively locked and illiquid forever. 4. SEC review acknowledgement. Original 10K, no reference to SEC review because it came later. Amendment 10K explicitly notes the filing was amended following SEC staff review and comment. NBH never honored the commitment to full transparency by sharing all correspondence. See screenshot. And he added this screenshot with a quite funny picture that was made with artificial intelligence. Impact. The S1 will be abandoned. There will be no demand for shares in a private placement offering. The corrected and expanded disclosures, particularly around Orogrande, shareholder liquidity, and McCabe's position above shareholders' puts valuation at $0 indefinitely. 5. No changes in related party transactions or compensation. The Sweetheart Panther Exploration Law, Greg's Jr. 6 million at 11% grift, McCabe's $42.5 million not position, executive salaries, the $385,000 to $400,000 base plus bonuses and parachutes remain unchanged with no clawback. Impact. The amendment did not touch insider enrichment terms, only asset classification and investor disclosures. The millions handed to each of the original management members for nothing they get to keep. Bottom line. The amended 10K adds 3 critical admissions. 1. Orogrande had no proved reserves. $53.7 million is a sunk cost. And guys, for now they admitted and they made it retrospectively that there was no value. There was no value of $3.2 billion or 3.2 billion barrels of oil. Well, with much higher, I believe it was much higher valuation of the Orogrande Basin that was disclosed to shareholders to attract their attention. Number 2. NBA shares will not trade. Investors are permanently illiquid. 3. SEC mandated the changes after review and the new accounting firm validates the revisions. The books were cooked. This transforms NBH's filing into an explicit acknowledgement that retail investors are trapped in a company with no proved reserves, insider priority debt obligations, and no path to profitability due to all revenue rights owned by Greg McCabe. My hero, TZ. And guys, this is a real bombshell, and you can argue with this statement, but first of all, just read the latest 10K amendment, and well, you can prove that Trader Zero is wrong, but do it on a case-by-case basis. Do it one by one. He made this due diligence and very clear. He explained it very clearly, and I believe that some of you might think about the current status of NextBridge Hydrocarbons and its board of directors, and probably it will change your opinion on this entire story. So I'll leave it right here, and if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.